Hi, I want to talk to you today about an interesting question that I have been pondering myself for the last few months. And that question is, what do you want? Because at first it seems like a pretty simple question, but the longer you sit with it, the more you realize, initially I realized that I had no idea what I wanted. The things I was pursuing because I was already pursuing them, I somehow started and then I kept at it, but I did not really know why really, of course there are reasons in your mind, your mind can come up for reasons for everything. There's not really a reason from the mind, I find. It's not really such a powerful reason because you can find reasons for everything. Even things you don't really want. And so, what I came to notice was to really answer the question, to really be able to answer it, you have to let go of the limitations. You have to let go of the mind. Because the mind will always interfere in what you really want in your heart and give you reasons why that can't be, or asks you how would you get there, and that kind of thing. And that's not important for this question, isn't it? So I found myself in this darkness, in this land of infinite possibility, where you really, really let go of what you know, and you really feel into what it is that you want. What is the future that you would like to manifest if you could overcome any obstacle? Can you dream that freely? Can you allow yourself to feel these dreams? Because that's a skill in itself. For me, I found that it took some time until I really was able to drop into that, what I really want, layer of my heart, because I was scared that I wouldn't be able to get it, scared to know what I want and then knowing that I cannot have it. But I find that if you have a desire in your heart, it's a sign that it's possible, that you can attain it. If it's a true desire, because that is the next thing. You find all these little things that you want. But what do you want really? With every layer of wanting, you can ask yourself, why do I want that? Let's say I want to have money. Why? Why do I want that? Okay, I want to feel safe. Will money ever make you feel safe? So you don't really want money, you want to feel safe. And, you enter these layers of wanting. And maybe what you want is to create a community space and create a community, and you need money for that, and then that makes sense. But the money isn't really what you want. You want the community space. So coming to the root of your wants, of your dreams, is something very powerful. Because once you know what you want, once you have a good enough grasp, but you can always readjust, you will always learn what you really want, while you go for what you think you want. I think that's kind of the path of life, isn't it? It's what Michael Ende talks about. He has this idea in his book, The Never-Ending Story, which is called the 1000 Türen Temple. And the 1000 Türen Temple is a place that is not a place, but the main person of the book, Bastian, he comes into that temple, and every room of the temple is like a 6-sided room, and there are 3 doors. 1 door through which he came in, and then 2 doors from which to choose. And only when he knows where he wants to go, he chooses the right door and gets out of the temple. When he has made enough decisions in a direction, he wants to go to meet his friend. So he chooses everything that is associated with his friend. What brings me closer to that? And then finally he leaves the temple and comes out into a landscape. And there he starts to experience a story which brings him to his friend. And if you do not know what you want and you come, you get into the temple, you will not find your way out. And I feel this is a very deep idea about our reality, because we get what we want, and sometimes we are conscious about what we want and we really make a plan, and sometimes we are unconscious about what we want, and it's more of our wounds that bring us to a place to heal. So on this journey to find out what you want, you will encounter these wounds. You will find out, oh, I'm scared I will not get what I want. Why do I have that fear? Where did it come from? Is it really true? Is it really something that I need to be afraid of? And I have never met a fear that was really true. It seems true from one angle, but if you go through it, it just dissolves and becomes love. Yeah, that's what I think about the question, what do you want? And I'm really curious what you want. So if you would like to comment that, I would be really interested to read about it. And yeah, I invite you to ponder this question, because I feel like I read this book and it had this quote, and that sums up really much what I mean. It says, "The heart is an arrow. It demands aim to land true."